and welcome to this children's yoga class. So today we're going to be talking all about energy. And I'm going to start with two different types of breathing for our time in. So you can go ahead and get your hands ready for our humming breath. You have the choice to put your hands onto your heart, or you can cover your ears with your hands. And we're just going to make the sound of a bumblebee. So almost like we're passing a bumblebee's nest. So more like than bzzz. Awesome. So let's take a deep breath in. Awesome, everybody. So that was our humming breath. And I want you to feel the difference between that breath and this next breath that we're going to do. So we're going to do a lion's breath. So you can stay seated crisscross, or you can come onto your knees with your hands on your knees. And the lion's breath, we're going to get a little bit silly. So we're going to stick out our tongues and make a roar like a lion, and also look up towards the ceiling. So we'll look like this. Awesome. Can you try that with me 2 times? Ready? Really good. If you're on your knees, you can come and sit back down. And we're just going to have a little think about what the difference between those 2 different types of breathing were. So the humming breath and the lion's breath. Yeah, so one of them was a lot more high energy than the other one. The lion's breath is an energizing breathing, and the humming breath, how would we describe that? That's more of a calming breathing, right? So today's class, we're going to think about where we feel energy in our bodies. When do we feel different types of energy? So, for example, we might feel excited energy when we are on the way to a birthday party or a friend's house, and we might feel in our bodies elation, so butterflies in our stomach. We might have a smile on our face. We might feel like skipping around and jumping. And if we've just been swimming or we've just played sport, we might feel more of a mellow energy. Sometimes we feel like this after a yoga class, where you just want to stay in one spot, and you might be feeling really calm. You might just be feeling a bit tired, and the energy in your body is quite stable. Yeah, so we have those 2 different types of energy. And where would you feel an excited energy in your breath? So how would you feel? How would your breath feel? Yeah, your breath might be a bit short. You might be breathing really quickly. Good. So that's really good. And if we were feeling a bit more mellow, where would you feel your breath in your body? Yeah, good. So we might be breathing deeply and down into the belly. That's right. Yeah. And so yoga can give us tools to shift our energy as we need. So sometimes we don't want to feel a high energy, say before an exam or a test. We might want to feel that calmer energy. So we have the tools in yoga to shift our energy through the breath, through our poses, and through our relaxation. So we're gonna be looking at different types of energy today through our poses. But let's go ahead and start in our yoga pose pattern. So you can come onto your hands and your knees, and then we're gonna sink all the way down into our rock pose. Nice that your forehead rests on the floor. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good. And you can be thinking about the different types of energy in each of these poses. Nice. When you're ready, you can press into your hands and come all the way into your table. And then round your spine for your cat pose, looking down to the floor or to your knees. Good. Take a breath in, come forwards to cow pose, drop your belly, squeeze your shoulder blades. Nice, everybody. And then come back into your table pose. Good. And then from here we're going to cross our shins, sit all the way back onto our bottoms and lift our feet up for our boat pose. Awesome. Take a big breath in and breathing out. Awesome. So now we're going to come all the way back down and start. What pose did we start in? That's right, we started in our rock pose, so you can come all the way down into a rock pose. Take a deep breath. Come forwards for your cat pose, pressing into your hand. Breathe in for your cow pose, looking forwards, nice. Gently come back to table pose. Cross your feet and your shins, sit all the way down and lift your feet up for a boat pose. Take a big breath. Good, awesome. So we're going to do that one more time and you're going to have a go at doing it just by yourself without me talking. I will be doing it in the same time as you, so if you get lost, don't worry, but I believe in you, you can do it. Well done, everyone. Take a deep breath in your rock pose. Nice, and then I want you to come all the way back down into your table pose. So from here, we're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips up and back, just for dog pose. You can walk your dog out if you like, bending the knees. Nice. And take a nice big step forwards now. Tuck your chin into your chest and roll all the way up to your mountain pose. Good, so you might have felt in some of those poses we've done already the different types of energy that these yoga poses can bring us. For example, rock pose, what kind of energy is that? Yeah, good, so that's a more of a calmer pose, whereas boat pose, what kind of energy do you feel in that in your body? Yeah, so that's more of an energizing pose. So let's go ahead and find our mountain. Press your feet into the floor, tap the top of your head, make sure you're sitting up super nice and tall. Palms of the hands face forwards. Really feel the energy into your feet. Lift the head up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Really nice. I want you to tap your right leg now. Give it a good tap. Make sure it's still there. And then step that right leg all the way back on your mat. Good. And so then turn to face forwards. Your hips are facing forwards. You might need to adjust your back foot. Bend into your front knee, and we're in a warrior pose, warrior one. So can we reach both arms up like the number one? Really, really good. Feel the strength of your feet, feel the energy in your body, and take a deep breath. Awesome, guys, really nice. From here, we're going to step forwards, back, gently into our mountain pose. Really good. And then we're going to tap our left leg. Take a nice step back into your warrior one. Hips are facing forwards like a pair of headlights. Bend that front knee and then reach both of your arms up just like the number one. Really good. What energy are you feeling in your body here? Feel the strength of your legs. One more deep breath. Really good. Step forwards back into your mountain pose. Awesome. Maybe you'd like to take a little shake. Really good. So now we're going to tap our right leg again. This time we're going to step all the way back. Big step. And our hips are going to be open this time. You can bend again into that front knee. Make sure that the knee is tracking outside that big toe. Reach your arms away for warrior two. Yeah, really good. And so as you breathe here, you can lift the top of your head up a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. What energy do you feel in this pose? Awesome. Hands back onto the waist. Turn and face forward. Step, big step. Warrior, mountain pose. Awesome. So now we'll tap our left leg. Left leg steps all the way back. You can ready your legs, so bending that front knee, right angle of our front knee, reaching the arms away for our warrior two. Good, so you can feel that warrior energy, that strength through your whole body as you breathe. One more deep breath. Good, and then slowly, gently, hands onto the hips, stepping all the way forwards into your mountain pose. Let's take a little breath here, so hands by your sides, you can close your eyes if you like. Just notice how the energy is in your body now. Good, and then we'll reach all the way up towards the sky, stretch up tall, gently bend your knees as you fold forwards, bringing your hands all the way to the ground. Good, you might need to bend your knees quite a lot for this one. Step all the way back into your dog pose. Lift your hips nice and high. And again, you might feel good to shake your head a few times. Bend your knees a little bit. Awesome, guys. Well done. And gently, slowly bringing your knees all the way to the ground. You're back in your table pose. Untucking your toes. Sink your hips back towards your heels for a rock pose. Forehead comes all the way down to the floor. Let's take 2 deep breaths here, feeling the energy in our bodies, in our breaths and our minds. Really good. Take your time to walk your hands back up towards your knees and come and sit all the way down on the floor. So you can face the side of your mat for this next one. It's a peacock pose, and bring your legs nice and wide. Really good. And so just like the feathers of a peacock, can you point your toes, and then can you flex your toes? Good. One more time. Point your toes just like a ballerina, and then flex your toes. So bring your toes back towards your legs. Yeah, nice. Good. Bring your hands to the center. Take a deep breath in. See if you can sit up even taller. Really, really good. So from here, we're going to bring our hands underneath our peacock wings and lift all the way up into a crisscross seat. Really good. So we're going to play a game now called Balloon Deflates, and I want you to feel the different energies in your body as we do this game. So what's going to happen is we're going to start in a rock pose, and just like a balloon, we're going to inflate ourselves all the way up to standing, and then we'll deflate as well. So we'll go like this. So we're going to breathe in, inflate, breathe in a little bit more, inflate, breathe in a little bit more, inflate, good, and then breathe out and deflate. Good. Okay, let's do that again, ready? Breathe in gently, and one more time, and again, until you're standing, and then breathe out. Good. Let's do that one more time. Just take a moment in stillness. Good. So then when you're ready, breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome, guys. So feel the energy of this rock pose now. This deflated balloon. Take one more deep breath. And take your time to slowly, gently come back up into seated. And we're going to stretch our legs out super long. Just do a couple of calming poses before our relaxation. So keep your knees a little bit bent here. Lift up through the top of your head and then walk your hands just gently forwards for a seated forward fold. We're going to take 3 breaths here. You have the choice to close your eyes if you like. Breathing out 1. Breathing out 2. And breathing out 3. Gently, slowly come all the way back up into seated. Bring your feet together for a butterfly pose. So these are our butterfly wings. You can slowly flap your wings if you like, or you can stay in stillness, your choice today. I'd like you to press your feet together and lift up through the top of your head. Good. Notice the energy in this pose as you take one more deep breath. Awesome, everyone. Very slowly cross your legs. So we're in a crisscross legs. Give me a high five with your right hand, and then bring that hand onto your left knee, and then turn all the way around to your pretzel twist. And try and have a look behind you. See what's there. Take a deep breath. Awesome, everyone, and slowly release. I want you to give me a high five with your left hand. Left hand comes all the way onto the right knee and twisting. Feeling the energy in this pose, in your breath. Good, one more deep breath. And then very gently come all the way back into center. I want you to slowly, as you can, come all the way down onto your back. So use that strength that you have in the core, the center of your body, to slowly come down and give yourself a squeeze in your knees into your chest. Yeah, nice. We'll finish with one more pose. So we've got our candle pose. So gently reach one of your legs up and then let the other leg come and meet it. And I'd like you to imagine that you had a candle flame on the end of your feet. And it can be any color that you like. It doesn't have to be a regular candle flame. Good. And so as you breathe here, you can watch that candle, or you can close your eyes and use your imagination. Good. And now we're just going to take one deep breath to see if we can blow out this candle. So big breath into your belly. Long breath out to blow the candle. Awesome. Take your time to come all the way down into your lying star pose, or any other pose that feels comfortable for your relaxation. As you come down, you can start to feel the energy in your body coming down with you, almost like you were the engine of a car and you were slowly beginning to switch off. You can feel the body resting now on the floor. And let's take a big breath in together and a big breath out through the mouth. Good, so we're going to do a relaxation called tense and release. So as I call out different parts of your body, I'd like you to tense them up, make them tight, and then when I say, you can release them and relax them. So we'll start with the toes and the feet. You can close your eyes for this if you like. Squeeze your toes and your feet, make them tight, tense them up, squeeze, make them hard, and release. Good, do the same thing with your legs. Squeeze your legs, the whole of your long legs, squeeze them, make them tight, and release. Awesome. The same with your belly, your core. Squeeze your core, squeeze your abdomen, squeeze your ribs, your chest, and release. Now your hands, your fingers, you can make fists with your hands. Squeeze, make them tight, and release. Good. Now your arms, squeeze your arms, squeeze your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders, and release. And then your face, make a funny face, squeeze your face into a ball, and release. Awesome, guys. So now we're going to squeeze the whole body from your toes, your legs, your belly, your hands, your arms, and your face. Everything's really tight. And let it go. Let your whole body relax and release onto the floor. Notice your energy again. Begin to soften. We'll just take 1 minute of clock time here, in silence, noticing our breath and the energy in our body. Awesome, everybody. So now just listening to the sounds inside and outside the room. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes like you didn't want anyone else to see you were moving them. Maybe it feels nice to take a big stretch. Maybe a yawn as you bring your knees into your chest. Roll like an egg on a counter onto one side, and in your own time, come and sit up with our crisscross legs. You can take as long as you like. We'll just take one round of our humming breath together. So again, you can bring your hands onto your heart or onto your ears or on your lap. Big breath in. Well done, everybody. That was an awesome class about energy. So for our little project, I would like you to show me a pose that can calm and a pose that can energize, or a breathing. It can be any pose that you know that can either calm or can energize, one of each. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you soon.